Alright, so here I am back again with another brand new account. So, by the name PvP Hardcore Obby, you can probably deduce that it's going to be in PvP only worlds. As you can tell over here, I'm already there. And it's going to be restricted to a typical Obby Mauler build. It's going to be an Obby tank. So, what that means is all I'm going to be allowed to train in combat is going to be strength, defense, and prayer. Now, there is one exception that I'm planning on making, but only once I receive the coveted Berserker necklace, which will require me to hit very high crafting level, raise enough Tokul to get a uncut onyx from the shop. That it will be the only way I'll be able to get it, and then from there I will have to create an obsidian necklace, and then I will allow myself to only then, after I have the Berserker necklace, obtain 87 magic to enchant it, giving me the highest max hit I will be able to get. Only after I already received the obsidian armor, which is another goal of mine, which will require me to get the fire cape. But I don't even know how plausible that is with strength only and an obsidian maul with no Zerker necklace. It's going to be quite a challenge. I know it's possible because I've seen people do a lot less. I've seen people get a fire cape with a lot less, obviously. So I think it's possible, and it's going to be a goal I'm going to have. So I'm going to play only in hardcore world, or only in PvP worlds. I'm going to keep my hardcore status, but when I die from hardcore, I will drop, let's say, 25% of my bank value in items, and at least one notable item, just to kind of even out. Like, just to give me incentive to stay alive. So now my best gear and slot will be full obsidian, Zerker necklace, obsidian maul. I believe I'll be able to get dragon boots. I can't remember what drops that off the top of my head, but I will be getting Slayer on this account. I'll be able to train every other skill, so although there's not going to be a whole lot that I'm going to really capitalize on in other skills, I know fishing is going to be prove invaluable to me because I do need those fish to heal, especially earlier game. Now I'm planning on first going to grab some wines because I don't know how bad it's going to affect me, but 0 attack might be a bad idea because the wines will drain my attack. But I'm going to find out first. But I'm currently in free-to-play right now because for some reason my subscription didn't work. And now it's not letting me add a subscription. So I guess I'm going to wait a couple days because it says it's going to take effect in 3 days from now. So I don't know what that means. But I'll probably take advantage of that and just train in free-to-play for now, which is kind of scary because that limits my area to a much smaller area, and there's a lot more players in the free-to-play PvP world. So going members, I was planning on finding some type of obscure spot where I could train these early levels, because it is going to be very important to get a high defense, high HP right off the bat, just so that if I do run into any killers, I can tank them. I don't know why I called them killers. If I run into any PKers, I would like to be able to tank them, and that's going to be important. So I also need to get prayer up. That's going to be another thing I need to rush. So right now I'm going to need to figure out what I can kill in free to play. I might try and see. I might just like throw a bond on it for now. But no, I'll probably do that. I'll probably throw a bond on it in a little while. So those are the goals. So eventually, now outside of the obsidian armor, I do have a crazy idea that I don't even know if it's possible or if anybody's done it, but I'd love to try to tackle General Gardor, because that would give me that could potentially lead to Bandos armor, which would just be awesome. Can you picture that? A hardcore Iron Man with just 99 strength, 99 defense, and he's got full Bandos and a Zerker necklace. Like, that would be pretty sweet. So those are my goals for right now. I don't know if any of that's going to change. I know there's other bosses I'd like to do, but that's my main goal. And the reason I started a new series is just because I really want something fresh. I want something exciting. And I love the aspect of danger. So having a PvP only hardcore Iron Man is really exciting to me because it really adds an extra fear factor to the game. So like, I have to be paying attention constantly or I could die. I could die very easily, especially at the early levels. So that's what I wanted to do, and I wanted to make it something unique, something I didn't want to do like a normal hardcore Iron Man, and I wanted to add I thought about ranged only, but then I thought that would be kind of boring for me, so I changed it to this because I believe that this idea actually opens up a lot of opportunities endgame. So I'm going to see how it goes the first few episodes. I mean, I do plan on sticking with this series rather than just giving up on it, because this does seem like a fun grind to me, and I actually have a vested interest in this. So with that, let's jump right in and get started. Alright, so here we go. I started fishing here a little bit, but then I realized I need to get my HP up ASAP, so I'm going to run up to the chickens that are between Faldor and Port Sarim because they seem the safest at this point, because I can indeed get one shot very easily at this level. So I'm going to aim to get at least a few HP levels just to get out of that range of being able to be one shot, because that's terrifying. Okay, so I got up to 11 HP at the chickens, 7 strength, and 3 prayer. And I also stockpiled 300 feathers, probably for fishing later on. But I'm going to camp seagulls for a little while because they're kind of like the rock crabs of free to play, and they should be pretty safe, and they're also lower level than rock crabs. So I'm going to hang out here for a few more levels and then try and figure out a plan to generate some GP. So I just hit 13 HP. I'm going for 10 defense right now on these guys, and then I think I'm going to go start on thieving, because I just realized that since I'm a member, I have access to all these skills that will allow me to generate GP pretty effectively, and that's going to be pretty important for this account. Especially, I mean, I won't be able to afford any weapon upgrades really. I mean, the only thing I'll be able to do is get some type of iron thing, maybe an iron simi, something like that. But outside of that, I'm not going to have too many weapon upgrades, but I will be able to buy armor, and that will help a lot. And then I also want to be able to afford good food, especially for in cases where I'm going to be getting attacked, which I know I'll be in more PvP hotspots when I'm higher level and more at risk of being attacked. Right now, I mean, I'd have to have somebody that's under level 24 combat, who also has probably a mage pure on a members world, and there's only like 90 people on this PvP world right now because it's late at night. So the chances of that happening are so low. So I'm going to get one more defense level here, and then I'm going to go start thieving at men and hopefully get enough GP to maybe get some steel armor and maybe get an iron simi as well. So those are my plans right now. And I'd like to get higher combat, and then I'm going to start Slayer, because the Slayer staff at 55 Slayer will be one of the best weapons for the account until I get that Obby Maul. So that's my plan, and I'm going to jump right back into it. Luckily, thieving is pretty good right now because I can just do it in the safe zone. And I plan on staying here. And this guy, it's a bot, obviously. He's auto-chatting, at least. Maybe not a bot, but he's definitely auto-chatting. But that guy, if I found him outside the walls, he could probably kill me. I don't know. I don't think he's PKing. I think it's just a bot that's auto-typing, but he could definitely kill me out there. So that's a little frightening. So I definitely want to stay when I do leave the safe zone. I don't even know if I'm going to leave it this play session. I'm probably just going to thieve from these up until 10 to do farmers. But if I do leave, I'm going to hop to a different PvP world before I do so, or run out the back because that guy's terrifying. Alright, so I finished up and got to 10 thieving. And I walked over and here we go. We got the Iron Scimitar, which is going to be best in slot for a while, I think. Maybe even until the Slayer Staff. But I'm going to move on to farmers and pickpocket them over here for a little while. Not sure when I'm going to stop, but I know I need to get a little bit more GP. So let's get to it. Alright, so I'm at 17 thieving and I have a 1500 cash stack now. And I also have 380 feathers because I've been going to the chicken coop over here, killing chickens and cooking the chicken as you see, giving me the cooking level of 8. Not too bad. So I'm going to move on now, and I'm going to see what kind of armor I can buy on Varrock. And I know there's the helmet shop, I believe is in Barbarian Village, and then there's also a shield shop in Falador. So I'm going to hit all of those hopefully and see if I can get some iron or steel upgrades here. And then from there, I'm going to start training some more combat. I'm at 11 strength, 10 defense, and 13, almost 14 HP. So I'm looking alright right now. And I'm really enjoying this account. I love the thrill of being in a PvP world, having to check every white dot that comes running up to you. I don't know, it's just a really fun experience for me. So I look forward to continuing to create content for this because this is a lot of fun. Alright, so now we are walking to possibly, I think we're going to go to Trinome's Stronghold right now and get some agility levels. And then after I get agility levels, I'm going to head over to Rock Crabs. I'm a little nervous about doing Rock Crabs because that is a place that's actually PKable. Like a lot of people PK there. So I'm probably going to stop in Artie as well and thieve some cakes and stuff to have as a food source just in case I do run into some PKers. I am very, very nervous about going to Rock Crabs. I don't know if that's even going to change. Like I might just not do that. But as of right now, I'm going to go grab some agility levels. Probably 10 agility hopefully. And then pop on over to Rock Crabs to my death. Alright, so I'm about to hit 10 agility here, and I will be heading back to Ardoon to get those cakes to hopefully survive Rock Crabs. I'm going to brainstorm and see if I can think of any better way to do this, but as of right now, I think Rock Crabs are probably the best way. Alright, and coming in on that 20 thieving after this guard stops attacking me here. Yeah, there we go. So there's 20 thieving. So that opens up the possibility of silk stalls. I'm not going to do them now, but for the future, that will make for a really good low-level money generator. So for those of you who don't know, you can actually just steal silk, and then after a certain period of time, you can go back and sell it back to the silk trader for a decent amount of profit. So I'm going to do that right after I go to Rock Crabs. I'm going to bring all this to Rock Crabs right now, and hopefully that should be enough to just tank out some Rock Crabs and try to get these combat stats up a little bit, because I definitely want to become more tanky as soon as possible. Because running around in this PvP world with 14 HP is kind of terrifying. So I'm going to go camp at Rock Crabs and hope that I do not die. Alright, so here's where I'm going to end the episode for the first one. I just hit 15 strength and I'm not running into any other players here at Rock Crabs. So definitely going to camp out here a little longer, and then at the next video, next episode, we will start it off here and we can see how much progress I've made. I'm going to camp out here for probably a few hours of game time just to kind of get these combat stats rolling. I'm almost 15 HP at this point, but I'm really looking forward to really getting these gains in the account, especially becoming more tanky and actually starting to get all of the upgrades that I want to get. because armor upgrades are going to be coming next, and then eventually, hopefully, that Slayer staff at 55 Slayer, which will give me a massive hit boost from an Iron Sim. But going forward from here, I look forward to continuing to play this account and continuing to hopefully stay alive. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next week.